Hey, welcome to SirPodDroid, the first episode in a brand new show. This is going to be more of a podcast style, and I'm here with my friend Ryan, who has joined me for a few videos so far.
Hey, how's it going?
I was going to ask you how you're doing.
I'm okay.
Well, you don't sound okay. So, I've been running this channel for about 2 months now, and the most recent video I put out was me dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage reviewing WWE 2K14, so if you want to check that out, I'll probably annotate that in the video. So, basic idea here is, we're just going to talk about things that we played over the last week.
Yep.
You play anything?
Playing a lot of Pokemon.
Oh, you want to get into Pokemon now?
We can if you
want.
want.
To get into that conversation? Alright, you're playing Pokemon X, and I'm on Y.
Yeah.
What is your general feeling of playing Pokemon X so far? Like, just a general view, because there's quite a bit I have to say about this game.
Okay. Familiar. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Soul Silver, and before that, I played Sapphire, so I've actually skipped a lot of Pokemon games, so whereas some other people may have felt exhaustion with the series, what with Pearl and Diamond Platinum, and then Black and White, and then Black and White 2.
Did you ever play Generation 2? Like, when it first came up, like that, not the remake?
No.
Okay, so you played Generation 1, then 3, then one of the Generation 2 remakes in Generation 4, and then Generation 6.
Yeah.
You've skipped a lot.
I've skipped a lot, yeah. No, I did play Leaf Green.
Okay, alright, Pokemon X, though.
Pokemon X. Yeah, familiar experience. That's what I love. It's more the same in terms of what I loved about Pokemon, catching new things. Again, because I missed a lot, you've got the new ones that are in X and Y, but because I missed Pearl, Diamond, Black and White, there's a lot of new Pokemon. Weird scorpions.
Pokemon Black and White is really, really boring for me.
There's a crocodile that evolves glasses and sounds like an electric guitar.
Yeah. That one was pretty good. That was pretty good, yeah.
I love him. I'm loving the visual style too, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Part of the reason that I wasn't playing the other ones was just seeing the pixels over and over again felt a bit tired to me.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
When, like, it didn't look bad, and the pixel art looked amazing for pixel art, but when it reaches a point where you're getting the same, or at least similar visual style over and over again, when you know they could push it farther, because they could have been at something comparable to this years ago, but they seem to just want to be set in that style.
I felt that way for a very long time, where what they did with X and Y is what I wanted on the DS back in like 2006, 2007. But now seeing like the frame rate issues when you turn the 3D on and it gets kind of...
I don't turn the 3D on.
All right.
It's so selective anyway. I don't see a point.
It's randomly selective in a lot of weird ways. Like in battles, 3D can turned on, right? Okay. In caves, 3D can be turned on.
And in some other set pieces.
Yes, in some dungeons. In some dungeons, some buildings, whatever, the 3D can be turned on. What I've had quite a few times, because while in a dungeon, or just walking around, when you can turn on the 3D while you're not in a battle, the frame rate stays pretty strong.
Yeah.
And so I keep the 3D on whenever I see them in a dungeon and 3D can be turned on. Because I guess I'm one of the few people that likes the 3D on the 3DS. I don't know.
I like it enough. I just can't be bothered. I forget about it, to be honest.
So I'll have the 3D on in a cave or whatnot. And then our battle will start. And then there's no 3D in the battle.
What kind of battle?
Like a regular, a straight up, this random opponent has challenged you or a random battle in a cave.
Just like a wild Pokemon?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
It's like the game is confused in understanding, well, when you're in the overworld, the 3D is usually off, and then when you're in battle, 3D is on. So if the 3D is on now, in the overworld, then when we go into a battle, I don't know if that's the reason why.
Maybe.
But I have run into that. I'm really, really enjoying Pokemon Y. I guess, I don't remember how many hours I'm into this. I can check right now.
I believe last time I checked, I'm 48.
You passed me? Really?
I guess.
Shit. How many badges do you have?
6.
I have 7 badges, but I'm at 45 hours and 42 minutes.
I've been doing a lot of grinding. Like, not even with just the main party I have, because I've decided I'm going to use a lot of Pokemon instead of just a set 6.
Yep.
So I've just, I'll grind just 2, maybe 1 or 2 specifically that I want to raise up, and I'll fill the rest of my party with just random other Pokemon to level up for evolution's sake or whatever.
All right.
Because EXP share is way better this time around.
Because you can, it goes directly to all of the party. You don't have to equip it on anyone.
Well, yeah, because it's kind of the best of both worlds. Because I remember in Gen 1, you had EXP share, and it was useless because it took, say, 500 experience points and divided that 6 ways.
Yeah.
So it was completely pointless because you were just very slowly moving along, even though everyone was getting a little bit. It was pointless. Whereas the next time it was better, when they improved it, you would have someone hold EXP share, and then when other people would be fighting, that one Pokemon would get some EXP as well.
Right.
And that would help. But now, I don't know if they've done this in previous gens, because again, I haven't played a proper generational sequel since 3.
Yep.
But
since Sapphire.
You've just got EXP share activated. Whoever's in battle gets more points for having been in the battle, and then everyone gets, I assume, half of what the experience points of that are. Everyone. So everyone's leveling up way faster. There are points where I will finish a battle and it's like, Nidorino leveled up, Nidorina leveled up, Beedrill leveled up, Poliwhirl leveled up.
As much as I'm enjoying the game, and as much as I really like the art style, and I like the graphical improvements, I like how much the addition of 3D and 3D environments and 3D characters and customizing new characters, like, there's a lot to enjoy about the game.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of stuck in time in weird ways. Like, it feels it's kind of being a bit too nostalgic, and I don't just mean, well, it's just the same formula over and over again. I don't mean like that old Nintendo argument of Nintendo just makes the same game whatnot, or whatever, even though second-party game.
Yeah.
But what I mean more is there are a lot of parts of the game that are just callbacks, but in ways that make me just feel like they're just telling me to go back and play those instead of this.
Example.
Okay, early in the game, Snorlax blocking the road.
Ah, yes.
And then you have to find the guy to get a Pokeflute, obviously a reference to Snorlax blocking the 2 roads in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. My problem with that was, great that they had the Snorlax reference. I'm perfectly fine with nostalgic references.
Yeah.
Why did it have to be a Snorlax? Why couldn't it have been a Pokemon blocking the road from this generation? Why couldn't they have had the reference to the older generation, but in a way that markets the current product?
That's a good point. Well, it was nice to get Snorlax, though.
It was not. Yeah, I mean, I still have my Snorlax. It's pretty much the wall of my party.
Actually, you're actually using him.
Yeah, my Snorlax has 222 HP.
Oh, for God's sake.
So when it has full HP at 222 out of 222, and the 2s look like Zeds, so the
Oh my God.
So it just looks like a bunch of Zeds with Snorlax sleeping.
Ridiculous.
Other random examples. There's one point in the game where you have to push a button. There are 2 buttons to press. One is red and the other is blue. And it's like, okay, sure. There's another, like, you beat the 6th gym, right?
Yep.
Slight spoiler. It's the same progression throughout that gym, throughout the 6th gym in this, as the 6th gym in Red, Blue, Yellow.
Is that with the teleportation pads, right?
Yeah, Sabrina.
Yeah, I thought that seemed familiar.
Where there are up to 4 teleportation pads in each corner of each room.
Yeah.
And you have to select one and try to figure out the right path to get to the middle where the gym leader is.
Right.
Same progression. Not the exact same, like...
Seemed familiar, but I didn't catch that
yeah,
when I did that.
Was it the first forest?
Oh, yeah.
It has the same, has almost the exact same layout as the first forest in Red, Blue, Yellow, Viridian Forest.
Well, yeah, and even then, even though they've got their new Caterpillar, because every generation has its new Caterpillar, right?
Yep.
You've got Weedle and Caterpie there.
And
Pidgey.
Pikachu.
And Pikachu, and he's going, Pika!
Yeah.
And you've got Pidgey, and no Rattata, surprisingly, but yeah, you've got these things there.
Yeah.
I actually do love how much they're mixing in fields, though, because... I'll be honest, I've been using some guides just for catching Pokemon's sake, because I don't feel like looking for Pokemon when I don't know whether or not I'm looking for one. There are a lot in every route, and sometimes ones that are surprising for how early in the game it is. I believe it's before the 2nd gym. You can catch a Bagon, which evolves into Salamence, like the Dragonite of Ruby and Sapphire Gen. Like, that is a insanely good Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can just catch one that early. Or you get fossils and they immediately let you restore it.
Yeah, right, because you don't have to wait around, and they do that pretty early.
Although I don't know, again, I've missed a lot, so I can't speak from experience from all the others, but at least in Blue, you had to wait forever to get an Ammonite or a Kabuto, and then it was just, I've got it.
Because you got the fossil really late in the game, and then recovering the fossil was based on the amount of steps that you took after giving them the fossil.
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember.
There are 2 things that I love the most about this Pokemon game.
Yeah.
The first, which I'll try to get over really quickly, the reason I have such a high hour count, like the majority of my hours spent in my game are because of Wonder Trades, of just catching random things. Like, I'm kind of an asshole, I guess, with Wonder Trades, where I'll buy like 99 Ultra Balls and then go to a low level place and just keep throwing Ultra Balls and keep trading. Whenever I get something really cool though that I don't really find a use for myself, I will just trade that out back.
Yeah.
There have been a few times where I've bred like starters and whatnot and then traded those out back as well. and I've gotten like 10 Fennekins and like 10 Froakies and no Chespins. I haven't even seen a Chespin in my game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's my favorite thing, and I think the best thing that Pokemon X and Y has done is its progression from start to finish. I only have 7 badges, but its overall progression, I feel like they finally got to a point where there's a much smoother progression from start to finish, at least.
I could see that.
They tried to go like the whole story-heavy focus in Black and White. The problem with that was that they tried to force the idea that every gym leader had some sort of story significance. So every time you beat a gym, the gym leader from the next town would immediately talk to you and tell you, go this way and to the town to fight me.
Really?
And it would just be this constant string of beat a gym, the next gym leader talks to you in that town and then tells you to go fight them, and over and over and over again. Like, it kind of felt like they're kind of forcing you in one direction.
Right.
Pokemon X and Y, in the first hour, you get that first gym, that first badge.
Yeah.
And then for the next 10 hours, there are no gyms. No gyms, no gym leaders, no badges. Just 10 hours of story and world building, world progression. And I really, really enjoyed that. And then by the time you get to the second gym, which I got to around hour 11-ish.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you've experienced this yourself, where there's a huge amount of time between Gym 1 and Gym 2.
Yeah. To the point where I actually do take issue with it from a challenge perspective. Because although I'd agree with you, it puts more effort into building the world as a result.
There is still more I have to say about that.
I leveled up. I found that probably leveled me up more.
Yep.
A lot more. Especially because I will grind more if I want to, and the XP share makes it easy for a lot of people to level up quickly. With my strongest guys, I'm like almost 10 levels ahead of all the gym leaders I go to.
Oh, you've been spending a lot of time grinding though, right?
Yeah, but to the point where there were many points where I was turning EXP share off when I just wanted to raise one specific person who was lagging behind or whatever. Because you're going to all these new fields, experiencing new Pokemon. When you catch Pokemon now, you get experience points.
Yeah, right, yeah.
There's always a constant progression unless you're running away from a battle. So,
but here's the thing, though. I've never grinded in this game yet. I have never once spent time leveling up.
I've spent a lot of time leveling up.
My levels, the levels in my party with EXP share on, are consistently at around the same level or maybe even slightly below every gym leader I fought.
Right.
If you're gonna spend time grinding, obviously turn EXP share off. I have EXP share on the entire game, never spent any time grinding, and yet I'm from gym, which I should also explain, after the big 10-hour gap between Gym 1 and Gym 2, Gym 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all really close to each other.
Yeah.
Right? You're just going from gym after gym after gym after gym after gym. And because all the EXP share, I don't need to grind. I can just keep going from gym to gym to gym.
Yeah.
In a very short amount of time. And I'm consistently at a challenge here. I'm consistently being challenged because I don't have to grind to actually win.
Yeah.
At the same time, me not grinding is keeping me at around the same level that the game wants me to be at. So, like, I'll be at level 45, and then whatever gym opponent will be at 48, 49. Which is another weird thing, because in this game, it feels like levels happen a lot higher throughout the course of the story.
How do you mean?
Because like Gym 6 or Gym 7, all my opponents are the high 40s, low 50s. Whereas I would in
Gym 7?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Whereas in Generation 1 or 2, I wouldn't be seeing level 50s until I'm close to the Elite Four.
Right.
Or at the Elite Four.
I actually have put a halt on grinding because of EXP share as a result. I just found it put me a bit ahead of everything. Although it does make grinding a hell of a lot less of a grind. I'm not spending all this time just leveling up one guy. It's okay, now I'm leveling up the next guy. I like that it can be one grinding session where pretty much everyone gets leveled up, as opposed to doing the same thing 6 times. Okay, now I'm going to level up this one. Now I'm going to level up this one. So there is still a benefit to that, too, using EXP share if you want to grind, because some people do like to just overpower their Pokemon and just plow through the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've put a halt to it now, and it's become a little more challenging. I've been a little more fluid with my teams, so I just went to the Fairy Gym, for example, and I'm going to get the types that are strong against Fairy and raise those up a bit, but I didn't raise them over, and then it was actually a challenging fight where I had to use revives and stuff like that.
I've actually never learned how to fight fairies.
Good luck with that. Use a dragon. I heard they're really good against fairies.
All right.
Yes, use the dragon.
And randomly Granbles, Snubbles and Grambles are fairies now. They've made a lot of type changes to older ones.
I actually really like the effort they've put into that.
Yeah.
Because even though I didn't play Gen 2, I was aware of what was going on in it, and for some reason, Dark always felt like a bit of a cop-out to me, like it took a long time for it to become something cool.
Yep.
And even Steel a little bit, although Steelix and Skarmory and stuff like that were really awesome in Caesar.
Yep.
But Dark just seemed like they made this, and it's like, okay, what attacks can you give Dark? Bite? Pursuit? Assurance? Like, these weird moves where it's like, I don't really understand what can be good about this typing other than Dark is good against Psychic. But Fairy, I feel like they've really gone all out into like, no, let's make this a real type. Let's put this out there. And they've made some cool things and that are new and incorporated it into old types. Like
Fairy people look weird.
They do a bit, yeah.
They have the weird eyes.
Yeah, they got those big, like, almost no whites to the eyes, and they're glossy looking and all that stuff.
They're like bugs.
Sometimes they're just fat puffs, though. And it makes sense why Jigglypuff and Clefairy are fairy types.
Well, yeah, they would have to be fairies, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why Snubbull and Gramble are fairies.
I've got the Fairy Eevee, Sylveon.
Right, yeah, I've
whistles.
seen that a few times.
He's got anatomically attached ribbons. But yeah, that's as interested as I am in the fairies, though, because, like, it's supposed to be the counter to dragon, and I actually like dragons a lot. Like, I've got the Tyrannosaurus rock dragon.
Yeah, I use that as well.
This giant bearded dragon, Tyrantum. But yeah.
Because you chose the jaw fossil and not the...
I don't want a long neck dinosaur. T-Rex.
As soon as I saw that other one, I was like, I don't want my fossil to look beautiful. I want it to look awesome. Badass.
Yes. And only now I'm thinking, why is it taking them this long to make a Tyrannosaurus Pokemon?
Wait, was there really no other T-Rex
I mean,
Pokemon?
you've got Tyranitar, but
Okay,
it's
yeah.
not really a Tyrannosaurus. Like, there's all these dinosaur-looking ones, but this is one that is explicitly modeled after a Tyrannosaur.
Yeah.
It's awesome. There's this big thing with a beard. It's a bearded Tyrannosaurus. It's awesome. A lot of the new Pokemon do look really cool. I love Helioptile, this little floppy electric lizard thing.
I don't remember what that is.
It's a little floppy electric lizard thing. It's got ears. They open up like frills, and he can shock you. It's cool. Look for it.
All right, I'll look that up.
I hate Hawlucha, by the way. Screw Hawlucha. I hate that guy. The Luchador
the
thing.
Luchador bird.
That is an awesome design.
Yeah.
But he pissed me off in the wild too much because trying to raise Helioptile, a little floppy lizard who is also half normal. Hawlucha is flying fighting.
Yep.
And Helioptile's electric normal. So you've got like a weird type matching there where they're both super effective against each other. And he kept karate chopping my Helioptile in one hit, killing him, and that pissed me off. Because every time I was in there, too, I was like, oh no, it's a freaking Hawlucha, I want to get out of here. Can't escape. Nothing pisses me off more when a Pokemon imposes a battle upon you. No, I want to leave. Jeez.
Have you had people challenge you online?
One guy did, and it was an awkward experience because... even though it worked well, like especially because the connection in my room isn't great, so I'll give credit to Nintendo for having a pretty seamless experience with that.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
It didn't communicate things to me effectively because I've played the stadium type games, and they have a thing where you've got a party of 6 and you pick 3, and someone else has a party of 6 and they're picking 3. You don't know what 3 they're picking.
Okay.
So you've got to kind of like type match, like, oh, what have they got? Who do I think they'll pick? And I'll try to pick based on that. I chose my party, and then it asked me, who do you want to bring out? So I was like, oh, I guess I can't bring out all 6. So I picked 3, went into the match. The other guy had 6. And I went, oh crap. So I had, like, I think my Frogadier, a Vivillon, and a Venusaur against this guy with, like, a giant Kung Fu Panda, a Pidgeot, and all this other crap.
Kung Fu. Oh, right. Yeah.
Although I was able to piss him off at least, and that helped. That made me happy because my Frogadier had smokescreen, and he was wanting.
Just blinded the hell out
of
him.
Yeah, I just blinded the hell. He was the only one left, and he was in the red, and he had the panda out to fight me, and I used smokescreen. The guy missed. I used smokescreen again. The guy missed. I kept using smokescreen,
Yeah.
So he got mad and switched out his Pidgeot and then killed me with that. But I didn't even take it that seriously because I just completely botched the whole thing from the start. So it was kind of like, let's see how well I can do.
Right, so I've been challenged twice. I've been challenged 3 times. The first time, I got really confused when I saw the pop-up on my bottom screen. I was like, wait, what? Oh, you can do that. I panicked by thinking, oh crap, this person wants to challenge me. He wants to challenge me right now. 1, I'm completely thrown off. I don't know what's happening here. If he wants to challenge me, he probably wants me to fight him right now. Yeah. So I have to be quick with this menu. And in my mind, I'm panicking. Like, oh crap, what do I do? Okay, I never want to turn down a challenge.
Yeah.
I hit yes, accept. I don't know what I did after that, but I guess I panicked,
Okay.
and I accidentally backed out, and I was like, oh.
You said yes, and then went whoop, and ran away.
That might have come off as me cowering away and saying no, but then okay,
No, that random guy thinks you are afraid of fighting Pokemon. Probably a 6-year-old. This guy won't fight me. He ran away. What a pussy.
What a punk ass. Okay, so third battle or third challenge. This girl used the Mewtwo on me.
That's not fair.
Freaking legend, like completely throwing me up. I had two schools of thought on this one. One, how in the hell? Two, why in the hell? Then I went back to the first one. How?
They've got a Mewtwo.
I don't know if you can catch Mewtwo in this. I haven't looked it up, but
I don't know if you can, but I suspect that you can.
yeah, it's just don't use legendaries.
They're gonna use legendaries.
Don't use legendaries in a bat. Don't.
I love the GTS system.
Don't be a dick.
On the topic of legendaries, I love the GTS system, but the amount of people who will give you crap in exchange for the best things is ridiculous. I just went on GTS saying like, oh, I'd really like a Poliwag. Poliwags turned out to be a lot later. One of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1 is Poliwhirl. So I'm looking like, oh, I wonder if anyone's trading a Poliwag. I wonder if I could get one now. There are people asking for the legendaries of this generation. People asking for Zapdos, asking for Mewtwo. It's like, you want a Zapdos for a level 1 Poliwag? It's not even like it's a Pokemon I can't get. What's wrong with you? Or there's people like people wanting Piplups and crap. It's like, give me a Piplup and I'll give you one of the freaking...
Those don't exist yet.
One of the Pearl and Diamond starters for a Poliwag.
Yeah.
You'll give me your precious Poliwag for that. Or one was like, I just wanted a female Eevee because they're really rare. Someone actually had a Pokemon I had, that Furfo, that weird poodle Pokemon thing.
Right.
But they wanted one from range level 70 to 80. And they're giving me like a level 1 Eevee. Raise it your damn self.
Yeah, like I looked up Chespins, and everyone wants Yveltal and what's the other one called? Xerneas or something?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
All they want is legendaries, and it's like, well, I just want a starter. The one starter in this game that I haven't seen yet. So I typed in Chespin, and everyone wants legendaries. And
it's
great.
It's, like
Thanks for being dicks.
I was reasonable. I caught a second Bagon. I put that on GTS saying, give me an Auron.
Yep.
Just give me one of those. And I did. I came back later. Someone gave me one. Boom.
Cool.
There you go. Easy. Give people tasks they can actually do. Like, it's not that unreasonable. It's like, I don't care about the level. Just give me an Auron. That's all I want.
Though a lot of people on Wonder Trades are very nice people.
Very nice people.
A lot of people give out their starters. A lot of people... I've never gotten a legendary, but I've gotten like a Pokerus Ditto. I've gotten a few Pokerus Pokemon from there. Like random high level, like level 58 dragons from the previous generation. I can't remember what it's called.
I've never gotten that.
I've gotten
Who's giving
quite
you that?
a few. I don't know.
Get them to give me that.
I've gotten a lot of really cool stuff off of Wonder Trades.
I don't Wonder Trade that much, but whenever I do, I feel bad if I'm not giving something good. Like, I think last time I did it, I caught a Pinsir and sent it. Which, at the very least, if I'm sending it to someone with a Y, they're getting a Pokemon they can't find in the wild.
Yep.
Like, it's something... And even then, if someone gave me a Pinsir, I'm like, okay, I have a Pinsir, but you tried to give me something. It's not like it's a frickin' Bidoof or something. Oh, good, a Bidoof. I'll just trade that out again and hope I get something good.
Bidoof mirror trades are the worst.
Poor Bidoof gets a bum rap.
Well, what is... His mouth is a cupcake?
What?
Is that what it is?
It's a beaver or something. What are you talking about?
No, I mean like the shape of like the mouth, nose, snout, whatever area, in combination with the two teeth, look like a muffin or a cupcake. You look surprised.
I think my head's about to explode. Now I have to look at this.
I can show you this. Oh crap, what number is Bidoof?
A 100.
100? Really?
No, I have no idea.
Son of a bitch. No, fuck it. I'm using Google.
The power of Google.
No, Bidoof. Bam.
That's not a cupcake.
Yes, it is. Look at it. It looks like a muffin.
Oh my god, its nose is the cherry.
Yes.
What the heck? What is even the point of that? Like, that's like the Bomberman Bioshock 2 thing. Like, that's not something I ever needed to know. Why did they decide this? Did someone draw a cupcake and then just draw an animal around it and said, Pokemon?
I'm surprised you never realized this before.
What am I staring at a Bidoof for? No one wants a Bidoof. Not even Bidoof.
But you've seen them so often that they're so common.
Actually, I haven't seen them that much.
Alright. What generation is it from? 4?
That's the thing, actually. Like, I know the jokes about Bidoof from Pearl and Diamond, but again, I didn't play them, so it was a new Pokemon to me, other than the fact I knew it existed.
Hey, you want to call that a show?
Yeah, I'd call that a show.
Alright, that was the first episode of SirPodDroid. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how often we're going to be able to do this, but hopefully because you will be busy next week.
Yeah, I'm going to be off next week, so I'm not going to be able to do anything, unfortunately.
But I will try to get something up as often as I can, and this will probably go up on Tuesday, maybe?
Fingers crossed.
No, Tuesday is a good day to release podcasts, I think. It's early in the week, but it's not the first weekday.
Tuesday is a good day.
Yes. That means 3 days from when I upload this, the PS4's coming out.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'll play my Wii U.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I haven't been playing my Wii U, actually.
I want a Wii U now. But now I cannot cancel my PS4 pre-order.
Go get your damn PS4. You put so much money into it. And then tell me about how it's broken, because apparently it probably will be a bit.
It might be.
And then I'll get the fixed one and lord it over you. Just like I got my fixed Wii U. No stupid firmware update for me.
Well,
Good out the box.
And I'm looking forward to Resogun really, really badly.
I don't know what that is.
Resogun, a lot of colors and a lot of voxels.
I don't know what a voxel is, and we're trying to end the show, so let's try not to get into that right now.
All right, we'll call that a show. Thanks for listening to the SirPodDroid this week, and I'll try to get another one up next week on Tuesday as well. And any other bonus thoughts?
I hope that.
Too bad! We'll see you next week.
Don't put me on the spot.